What's up and welcome back to Naptime Builder. Sorry about the wind, I can't do nothing about it. I've tried my microphones and apparently they suck. I might need to get some more. Hey, if you're new here, appreciate you stopping by. Hit that like button. Hit that little red subscribe button down there if you ain't new. And you ain't subscribed, you need to subscribe, okay? But hit that like button for me. Your boy is building a home gym. This looks crazy because your boy ran out of lumber, and well, I always got some scraps laying around. All I needed was short pieces to go in between there. It's all getting covered up. It don't matter. As long as she works, it don't matter what it looks like underneath, okay? It's good wood. Just had it a little while, she a little discolored, okay? But this is the back, obviously. Let's see if we can get around the front. Boom, 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 boom. Give you an idea of what we got going on in case you ain't seen yet. Be a 16 by 10. This big old opening right here is gonna be an 8-foot roll-up door. I got a window here and a window there. Now it rained last night, so I put that plastic down. It probably didn't help a whole lot, but maybe it helped a little bit. Pull you back in a little bit. But the way we're starting this one off, ended the last video, I got all the bracing and everything. She's ready for metal support wise, okay? But I do want to wrap the outside of this, and then we'll cut out our door hole, our window holes, tape them up, stick our windows in, and we may look at putting our door on, actually. So I got some wrap here, not exactly sure how much I have. I mean, there's a decent amount there. Hopefully we got enough to wrap all around the outside of this thing. Oh, she's covered in water though. But and then I got the little nails with the plastic washers to help hold it on, just in case it's a few days before I can get metal and everything. Don't want the wind blowing it off, you know. So that's what I'm doing. And of course, I got my first layer right here. I still got a couple feet up there. Got her wrapped almost to the corner here. I still got the little angled area up there and run out. Should have known it was gonna happen. So I gotta go get some more, but I'm not going right now because that's 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. It'll kill any progress. I'm debating on bringing the garage door around and seeing if I have all the hardware to actually put it in. That's where my head's at the moment. If I can go ahead and get that done, would be lovely. And then measure how much metal we're gonna need. That way, when I go to town to get the rest of the wrap, I can just stop by the metal place and get an idea of how much it's gonna cost me, if they can deliver, and all that good stuff, and when I can get it. So there she be. I might have some tires and a couple drive shafts on it I might need to move. All right, here she is in all her not glory, okay? Now, this is obviously an older, used door. I took this off of a 16 by 16 shed that was just rotting away. I didn't feel like there was no point in the door completely rotting away with it. Now, that being said, like I said, it is used. I took it apart. At the time, I had no instant need for it, immediate need for it. We may or may not have all the hardware, okay? So I got all my random some of my random screws and bolts and stuff over here. Hopefully, if I don't have it right here, I can find something in there to help me get this thing together. It's gonna be a hodgepodge mess, but as long as she works in the end, that's all I'm really worried about. So, you know. All right, so here's what I got so far. I got 2 panels up there and they're screwed together. I've got 1 lag bolt in each side just holding the rails up so my door ain't flopping. Apparently when I took this thing apart, I left this piece on this straight piece right here, but over here I did not, and I left it on the longer piece that goes up overhead. But so far I'm doing okay, but by the looks of it, I think I'm 1 roller short, and that really stinks. So, all right, so with a little bit of help from a couple random screws that I had, lag bolts, because I was only missing a couple that I really needed. The door is secured to the gym. Brackets are secured. Everything up here is secured and good, and it will move up and down. I just tested it some. But we have to secure our long runners that will hold the door when it is up. I've got a long 2x6 out there. I'm thinking, which I know over here, I can cut one long enough, screw it to the side of our rafter there, and just bring it down and be able to secure it to the outside of it over there, and that will secure that one. This one don't technically line up with the rafter just right, so I might have to cut a piece that comes down and then have another piece on the outside of that one just to give it another 1.5 inches or so. Oh yeah, also, you know, I did the wrap first, and then we ran out right over there. All those are small holes. Then I started putting the door up. Blocks that route until it's done, right? I've been crawling out that little small hole over there every time I need to, so there's that. All right, well, that took way too long. Got the boards cut, got them up there secured, all that. And then had to run my cables and my springs. Had to adjust it like 15 times because it's been a while since I did a garage door. I couldn't remember exactly what point the door needed to be for you to adjust it right. So I adjusted it while it was down. Pulled it up. It was way too loose. So then I adjusted it while it was up. Pulled it down. Way so tight there was like a foot gap down there at the bottom. So then I kind of eyeballed that and then adjusted it accordingly. And now, I'm not trapped no more. Heck yeah. Now, 95% of the time, the door will be down. So, especially because the door will get in the way of lights and stuff. So, you know. But every now and then, the door might be up if I'm doing like a midday workout or something. No. Now, I just remembered. My dad did have some of this wrap. I might ask him if he has any more. At least enough for me to finish wrapping the outside of this. That way I ain't got to go to town just for that. Oh yeah. Obviously she needs cleaned up. But it'll be all right. The outside of it looks better than the inside, I'll have to say that. Now to get a hold of Daddy. Hopefully he can save the day. Well, Daddy saved the day. He had some of the house wrap left. Got her finished up, wrapped up. Now I'm about to cut these windows out, tape them up, throw my windows in, and all that jazz. Hopefully, my windows fit all right. Got the windows in, taped around the outside seam and everything, just to make sure we don't get no moisture, which we shouldn't, because we are going to have the metal and everything, but you know, trying to do it semi-right anyways. This is what we got. Lower this door and get a full look here. And that's what I'll be walking up to, obviously with metal on it. But I guess that ain't too terrible for a day's work. So now I need to do some measuring and get in touch with some metal folks, and hopefully the next thing you see is us throwing some metal on this thing. I'm planning on it being right after this little clip, so hopefully that don't take too long. All right, y'all, as y'all can see from that little few second clip there, the metal just got delivered. This is a few days later. We've had a couple big old rains ever since then, hence why I had the tarp over the top of it, trying to keep the inside dry. Looks like it worked pretty well. About to tear this tarp off, see if we can start getting some of this metal on the roof. I would love to get this metal on the roof before I have to take over daddy duty, but I just don't know. I'm hoping, very hopeful. We shall see. I can't show you a whole lot, but I'll show you bits and pieces here and there, because, you know, one man wrecking crew over here, okay? So just hang with me and I'll show you. Well, the first one's going on. She got a few screws in there, about to throw a few more, and then we can continue this. Really hoping I can get this done before my wife has to leave. We shall see. I got less than 2 hours. We'll see. Just talking about the roof, not the whole thing. Look at that, halfway done. Y'all believe these suckers walked on my dadgum roof, and that crap ain't rubbing off the easiest. This ticks me off. Well, y'all, the roof is on. What do you think? What do you think? Look at there. That's what I'm talking about. I even did the end cap on this end, because obviously that end has the paneling on it up against the building. I do not have to worry about putting metal up under it. I was gonna go ahead and do this other end, the little corner cap, but then realized that I need to get that end's metal on. That way I can put them high step screws on the blue metal on the side up before throwing an end cap on. It'd be best in my opinion. Could be wrong. That's what we're doing though. She is actually covered from the rain anyways. So that is awesome. Oh, would you just look at her? Just look at her. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe she won't get rained in now. So what I was gonna put this corner cap on, but then I wouldn't be able to put these high step screws in on my metal, on the blue metal when I put that up. So we're gonna Wait till we get that side done before we worry about that. But she's probably gonna be leaving in like 30 minutes or so. That's probably about all I can really truthfully get done in that amount of time. So, but tomorrow I should have, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday. I should have most of the day tomorrow. Oh. And I got the roof done today in just an hour or so. So it'd be nice if tomorrow I get this mug knocked out. It's wishful thinking, I know, but you know, I'm a big dreamer. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Good morning, how y'all doing? What's up, girl? I didn't talk to you this morning. Don't be trying to interrupt over there. But yesterday I got the roof metal on. Today we're gonna start on the outside here. We just got done with a little homeschooling. The kids want to go down and Papa's. So I'm hoping I can get this thing wrapped all the way around. I got 3 sides to do. I don't know. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can do it. But I think Daddy said he wanted to come help. Maybe he wanted to. He offered anyways. So after breakfast, I might have a little help. We might knock it out even quicker. Who knows? Uh-oh. She got jealous. But that's what we're doing. About to start. I think I'm just going to go ahead and start on this side. It's going to be the worst side, most cutting and all that. So I might just go ahead and start on it and see how it goes. All right, you see that 9 foot? I believe that's what it is, 9 foot. Blue metal. You can't tell from there because the sun's shining on it. She don't like me being over here talking if I ain't talking to her, I'm telling you. We're gonna go right here. And I'm gonna have to cut around there and there and put her on there. And then we're gonna have to bring another one in and cut it around there and down through there and around there and put it in there and all that good stuff. And then at some point we'll have to do the little pieces across through there, which we'll have to do that first. I'll do them around through there just to make it right. Only thing is, down here I did not have enough J trim to do my piece there. So that's gonna be, I don't know. Maybe we'll figure something out. All right, y'all. So Dad did come by and help. I got that first piece up, then he showed up. We just got done knocking this thing out. My back was already sore before I started. Now I'm slap wore out. Let me show you what this thing looks like. If I can get myself up. It might be a minute. I'm just kidding, come on. Oh, my goodness gracious. All righty. Let me just go ahead and close the door. That way we can get the full effect here. That door's dirty. That's the worst looking thing about the whole thing now. But here she is. Look at her. Is she perfect? No, but guess what? I don't get paid to do this. I'm gonna bring in I got some sand and grab a little gravel. I want to make sure there is no gap. I got a small gap right there. It's down through here. Oh, and I ended up finding another piece of J-channel, so I don't have jagged edges right there. So, but look at her. Don't look up there. A lot of this trim is 2 years old. It's been sitting. Just needs wiped off. Whole side there. Look, I even got a piece left. There she is. Oh, that is covered. That's just dirt right there. I am so pumped. The reason my door is catching some is because I had to replace a little few pieces of hardware, and I have regular bolts in there. The heads on them stick out a little too much. The wheels catch it every now and then. You kind of gotta bump the door over just a hair. It goes right past them after that. It'll be fine. We are completely closed in, but as you can see, there are small gaps because metal roofing has ridges. We'll take care of that in the next video, because next video we're starting in here. And what do we got to do from in here? A little bit of a gap filler in a can, okay? But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. That is the dadgum building, okay? Or well, the home gym. It is covered. The whole outside is now done. Next video, a little gap filler. Make sure all of our holes are filled fully. Start throwing some insulation in. Some paneling on the walls. And maybe a little paint. Also got some lights ordered. I don't know when they're gonna be here. I got some equipment ordered. Ain't no telling when it'll be here, because that's just my luck. We got her done though. The whole outside's wrapped up. We ain't got to worry about rain and all that mess. I'm gonna fill them gaps, but they're not anywhere that rain's just gonna blow in. So we'll catch y'all next time. I really appreciate you watching. Hopefully you're watching. Your boy is on a weight loss journey. I'm trying to get shredded, okay? Your boy's 38. By the time I'm 40, I'd like to be in the best shape of my life. And we'll see how that goes. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe. Come along on the journey. We'll see y'all next time.